Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. Camera's on a slight slant, but hey, it's the same old Raggy, same old beer. Well, not quite. So this is from my good pals at Bang the Elephant, and it's their Pacific Extra Pale Ale. It's called Drop Beer. I will read what it says on the back for you. Introducing Drop Beer Pacific Extra Pale Ale, an exhilarating brew that will take your taste buds on a hop-filled adventure through the vast Pacific region. Crafted with precision by a team of passionate brewers, this unique ale showcases the best of Australian and New Zealand hops, delivering a refreshingly crisp and zesty flavour profile. With a light golden hue reminiscent of a Pacific sunrise, Drop Beer entices with vibrant tropical fruit aromas, followed by a burst of citrusy goodness on the palate. Drop Beer Pacific Extra Pale Ale is the perfect companion to enhance any Pacific-inspired experience. So take a sip, close your eyes, and let the flavours transport you straight to the heart of the Pacific. Oh, bloody hell, that was a mouthful. Anyway, let's have a go for the beer itself. So, masters of the Imperial Stout, but they do some fantastic other beers as well. The Fruit Fight smoothie that I got the other week was just electric. And there's one out doing the rounds at the moment, Don't Show Keith Your Teeth. And a big 8% dipper. Just look at that. Beautiful looking pour. I mean, they do know how to make beers that look as good as they taste. Just look at that. Beautiful. 4.7%. So, you know, sessionable ABV. I'm not sure what sessionable is these days. I mean, I consider a bloody Impy sessionable. But other people, it's 3.8%. Oh, I can't do 4%. It's too strong. And it's like, 4% too strong. Drinks a 15% beer. Oh, that was nice, but a bit weak. I've been brewing all grain in myself today, so the aroma just comes across like what I've been brewing today. Not actually stronger than what this is, but I can smell the malty goodness in the brew and the citrusy elements. Oh, I do love a good beer, and I get it. I get it why brewers do what they do. As a gardener, I have a love of my job. Regardless of the fact that I'm underpaid, underappreciated for what I do, and other people get away with doing nothing, and I work my backside off for what I get. But I love what I do, and I see this in the brewery world. I see people who genuinely love what they do. I see people who are there for the ride, for the money. And got to be honest, I've no time for anybody like that. I have time for people who have passion in what they're doing. Which brings me to both Nigel and Michael over at Bang the Elephant. These guys, you talk to them and you feel the passion of what they put into their beers. It's why they are a definitive craft beer brewery. There's a lot of breweries out there that call themselves craft beer, and I feel that name is, shall we say, overused these days. Oh, we're a craft beer brewery. Yeah, what do you do? Yeah, well, we do our best bitter. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah. What, do you do anything else? We do an export strength pale. Well, how strong's that then? 5%. Oh, okay. And you see it all the time. I mean, from a beer, someone who in it as a hobby reviews beers, you know, let's get that out there. I am no expert. I never have been, and probably never will be. But I know what a beer, I know what a nice beer tastes like. I've drank enough, Jesus Christ, and I've drank good beers. I've drank not so good beers, but I don't try and be horrible about it. You know, we can all drink a beer, and we can listen to what they say. Some breweries put nothing on the bottle or the can, and it's like they say smash, and it's like, hell does that mean? Something smash. Single malt, single hop, yes, for those who know what smash means. But for the majority of people, it's like, what the bloody hell's a smash? And that little bit, even if it's creative writing, like what's on the back of this, at least it's interesting. And at least it tells a story. Gives anticipation to the beer you're about to drink. Anyway, 6 minutes in, I've not even drank the bloody beer yet. Do apologise. Yeah. Me preaching to the world. But you know, I see it so much. And I see beers with nothing about what the actual beer is. And it's poor. Yeah. It's like having a book. You know, Harry Potter and the I don't know, and the export strength Guinness, and it's like, oh, what's that about then? And you're like, well, it might be about a beer, but maybe not. Who knows? And how strong's the beer? Export strength. What's export strength? Who knows? And you know, we can go from there. God, yes, I've already had a drink tonight, so you know, there's a slight tangent in the air. Yes. Anyway, let's go down there. Let's see what it tastes like. Oh. So yeah, nice zestiness from the beer. Slight hint of tropical, slight citrus as well. Let's be fair. If it's fruity, it's going to be tropical and citrus. You know. You'll get some people, I'm getting a slight avocado and a touch of guava, and you're like, oh, you Bob. And I nearly swore. Yeah. Yes, I'm getting a slice of dragon fruit with a touch of stone fruit on the tongue, and yes. Yeah, a slight pear coming through the background, and and you listen and you think, yeah. And you're getting what the ships drive into the water, and it begins with W, and then you've got the anchor. Yeah. Oh, anyway. Oh dear. Wrong hole. I'm laughing. Smiling that much at my joke. Apparent jokes. Went down the wrong hole. Oh, 4 days off work, and I needed it, you know. And yeah, you slip one down the wrong hole. That's what she said. Wrong hole. But do apologise for any children watching this. There's no worse than somebody poking the wrong hole. I'll tell you now. Hey. I'm not going down that road. Don't want to go down that road either, to be fair. Yeah. There's avenues. There's a Raggy Avenue, which is a fantastic beer. And then there's other avenues. And Backdoor Avenue is no. It's alright for some, obviously. You know, we're all people in this world. But yeah. I've worked on the Arboretum for 20 odd years, and yeah, I've seen a lot of, shall we say, Backdoor Avenue things. Yeah. And less said about that, the better. But anyway, always good to see what the good people at Bang the Elephant bring out. You know, they are, and they do seem to be widening their reach in some ways, like myself, really. You know, Maggie's Beer Reviews is getting known more around the country, and I think, like Bang the Elephant, we've always fought against adversity to promote what we are and who we are. And you know, I've always, since I found Bang the Elephant, always said they are an amazing brewery, and you know, they have my respect above any local brewery by a long shot. But yeah, it's good to see them going around the country. I know they've done things in down south, and recently, just this week, I think in Norwich area, Norfolk, Suffolk. And like myself, I'm travelling, doing bits and bobs around the country when I go on holiday, and letting breweries and the beer world know that I'm around. And you know, the viral breweries, you know, luckily enough for them, they get noticed massively. But those of us who aren't viral, who have to work at what we do, as in their respect as a brewery, in my respect as somebody who does beer reviews, and you know, the positivity that comes off and spreading the good word, both in areas I travel to and areas and back here, bringing them breweries from where I travel to that are good breweries back to Nottingham area and Derbyshire, and talking about them, so that pubs around here think, oh, I'd like to see what they do. And that's where I love what I do. You know, it's word of mouth is powerful. It is the most powerful thing to create, to spread the word about somebody who's doing good. And let's be fair, in the world we're in at the moment, positivity is absolutely king. There is so much negativity going off that, you know, a slice of positivity every day is absolutely king. You know, people disappoint you all the time. They do. Family, friends, more family than anything else. Friends usually are the best, but a bit of positivity can make a great difference on your day. It does for me. Little things, a nice word, positive comment about a review, even these things make so much. You know, and I assume the same with breweries. You know, positivity about their beers. I'm not an advocate of Untapped, but I can understand why breweries, when they see good comments coming from Untapped, and I mean, you'll get the lager drinker who drinks you know, something that's amazing and gives it a shit comment, and it's like, you absolute twonk. But you know, you're always going to get that. You know, there's a way to have, if you think about the world of beer, there's a way to say something that's negative but in a positive way, and that's in essence why I do beer reviews. I'll do beer reviews, and to be honest, most people know, not through what I'm saying, through my face, my face gives the game away quickly. And that's quite bad, really, because I'm trying to be nice to the brewery. And you didn't like that beer, did you? And it's like, yeah, but I'm trying to be nice to the brewery involved, you know, because that's not the person I am. I'm not an arse. But, pardon my French. But you can see where I'm coming from on that side of things. So, always a long beer review with Bang the Elephant. I feel like with Bang the Elephant, I can talk and, you know, and express. And go off on a slight Raggy's beer review tangent, as it were. So the beer's had time to air now. Like I say, they did do quite a few tap takeovers in Nottingham, and certainly in January and February. Was it February? However, for me, couldn't get to most of them. Couldn't get to any of them, to be fair. I wanted to go to the Emperor's and the Sinister, the triple collab thing going up at Junkyard. Didn't get. You know, it is what it is. Constraints. You know, we're not all in jobs where we can do what we like. You know, sometimes we have to work a bit harder and do extra hours and all that sort of thing. So here we are, drop beer. Hopefully not. I've always thought with breweries, local breweries, that if there's a chance that local breweries are willing to give or even sell 23 litres of wort before it goes to fermentation, and sometimes there's, you know, in the pipe work, there's enough wort left in the pipe work when it gets drained and it goes down the drain to go into a bucket to be fermented, you know, so it's not lost. And I personally think across not just Bang the Elephant but all breweries, there's an element there where there's a beer. It don't have to be the same beer as what they name it, but there's a slight, you know, instead of it being chucked, it's a way of recycling. You're cleaning out the pipes. Those pipes are going into a bucket to be fermented by somebody. And for me, I'd love to on any brew take whatever's left, be it 15, 20 litres, which for breweries isn't a lot. For an home brewer is a good amount, you know. And see where it goes. I mean, especially an MP. Whew, Jesus. Or a Big Dipper. Get a decent yeast and just see what it plays at. It won't be the same as the finished product, but it would be interesting nonetheless. I mean, for breweries, you know, and then obviously drop a bit of cash, and even if it's just cash, because basically you're just creaming off a bit of unfermented wort rather than something that's got an ABV to it, a proper ABV. Interesting. Oh. So, tasting nice. It's zesty. It's fresh. It's literally been in the beer room 2 or 3 weeks at that, and you know, I'm proud of the Raggy's Beer Review channel. Has been going for 6 years now, literally for the last 3.5 years, it has been a solid channel that has supported local breweries across Nottinghamshire, Derbyshire and Leicestershire. Absolutely solid. 60 to 70% of the beer reviews on this channel have been local. I've made the recent decision that to promote on cask the local channels, but maybe on cans and bottles to go and do further afield and unless something comes up nice I absolutely want to review, not in a bloody pub, which you know, and it's usually an Imperial Stout, but you can see where I'm coming from on that side of things. Yeah, it's the evolution, isn't it? You know, as I want to support local pubs, local breweries, I also want to support the local pubs that stock the local brewery beers, because without the pubs, the breweries don't exist. And you know, it's critical for me to using any power of social media to do that. I mean, I'm certainly not viral. I've certainly seen channels go viral from nothing to viral, and it's like, wow, you know. And obviously this was always a hobby for me, and I'm obviously not as gifted in that department as other people, you know. And maybe I ain't got the time because I actually do a job and I work that they've got, or I'm just not as gifted at that side of things. You know, it is what it is on that side of things. You can't win them all, I suppose. That fucking fly. If that's the same fly from the other day, he's a little shite. 4 fucking days. Just there. 4 days now. I mean, God's sakes. But anyway, yeah. So, zesty, citrusy, tropical, fruity beer. Proper decent beer from a decent brewery. Will I drink it again? Yes. At 5, I'm not going to bother anymore. Made that a conscious decision. I'm telling you, that's a nice beer, and I'd drink it again. That's all you need to know. Cheers.